Whoa, girls, they wanna have fun. That's all they really want. Ow. Guys, gals, and guests, honey. Yes, honey. Viewer discretion is advised. Trigger warning. Explicit content will be discussed. We have a Gilgo Beach update. Police has released a new sketch of Asian dough. For all who aren't familiar with the Gilgo Beach case, let me fill y'all in. This guy, Rex Heuermann, has been charged and accused of being the perpetrator of the Gilgo Beach homicides. Yes, there's been a string of them. And don't he fit the criteria? Caucasian, cisgender man. Honey, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to be sane. Do you hear me, honey? Rex. Child, it was some nasty work, honey. Oh, Lord, they found over a dozen bodies on Gilgo Beach. They don't want to time all the wrecks, is what they've been saying, honey. It's been some nasty work going on in Suffolk County. Baby, if you're unfamiliar with the story, I'm surprised. I don't know how you could be.
Rex Heuermann, the man charged with the string of gruesome killings going back decades, is back in a Long Island courtroom today.
This is a case where, obviously captured the public's imagination.
Prosecutors turning over thousands of pages of evidence and over 7,000 tips to Heuermann's defense team.
Baby, if you thought that it was done with Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer, you were wrong. They are active still today. Honey, they are active still today. And honey, he has been very active on the beach. Child, nuts. Y'all never saw the movie Lost Girls? When the escort was called out and she tried to escape, made a 911 call, and her mom kept pressing the case. You know, they was like trailer park trashy type Caucasian American. And nobody really cared. And then we found out that it was a whole string of girls. A whole string of escort girls that had gone missing. Nobody cared to look for them. But once they found one body on Gilgo Beach, they kept digging. And they definitely found more. It was the missing escorts. Good movie. I definitely recommend the movie. I'm very into psychocriminology, so yep. Child, grew up on Rescue 911, honey, Unsolved Mysteries, baby. Everything ID channel, cold case, I'm on it. It's probably how I developed my fascination with psychology. But yeah, good movie. I definitely recommend checking it out, and it is based on a true story. But yeah, at the time that the movie came out and at the time that the case started to really get traction, there wasn't a lot of hope that anybody would be found. There were a lot of rumors. There were a lot of suspects. But if you know how the criminal justice system works in America, then you know that if you're Caucasian, if you're cisgender, if you're male and you have money, nope. You're not likely to see the inside of a jail regardless of how criminal you are. Well, they got Rex. Guess how they ended up getting Rex? A slice of pizza. Walking through Manhattan. He tossed the crust in the trash. He was already a suspect. They did DNA, and the DNA that they had found on at least one of the bodies came back positive for Rex. And then they started doing digging, and guess what? It looks like Rex. But yeah, for more details, very salacious story. There's still a lot of unsolved crime within this whole mass homicide situation. Child, honey, nuts. And like I was saying before, there are still active serial killers at any point in time all over the world. And this is one of the reasons that we have to be careful and we have to be vigilant. I could share some information with y'all from the FBI, and they told us to be aware of long-haul truck drivers. Apparently, one of the easiest ways to go unconvicted is to commit crimes in multiple states, because states don't tend to work together. Different jurisdictions don't tend to work together either. And this is one of the things that we talk about when we talk about reforming police, but our politicians rather be anti-black and racist and xenophobic instead of focusing on the real issues. FBI agents are actively suspecting various long-haul truck drivers in strings of homicides, serial homicides. It's a shame we can't even say a word like serial killer without being censored. How can we educate people and make people aware of issues if we can't even say the words? But that's another story for another time. I want y'all to all take this information, and I hope that y'all please be safe. This video didn't focus a lot on the new rendering of Asian Doe, because all of us who cared about the identity of Asian Doe, we already knew that this was a trans femme person. And we already knew that this was one of the many trans femme people of color who the justice system don't care about. We want justice for our sister. Peace, love, and blessings to you all.